Well, hello, Oldies and Goodies here. We got a special event here. And I hope you all like my little display of what we're looking for in pennies, and I'll explain it as I go or what I'm looking for. But we got a Coinucopia on the go. This sent with instructions on how to set it up. Well, I mean, a picture to show you what it looks like. From Coinsense and Nonsense. My buddy Dave out there in California sent me, I can't get D or S mints over here. So we're hoping that I did set it up like a cornucopia. Haha. The only thing is, everything goes to me. I didn't put nobody's channel name on it like he does. But we're gonna go through these pennies. There's $5.50 and a row of nickels. 1, 2, 3, 50 in pennies and a row of nickels. Hopefully we can send buffalo or silver out of that, and we'll find some more cool stuff in pennies. So we're gonna open up the row of nickels first. And I gotta try to save the row because I don't have any. Oh, well, there's no save. There's no saving that. Just came apart. Just a second. Oh well. Anyways, we'll go through the nickels, which I don't see any old-looking ones yet. I won't put it on the scope as we do it because I'm blind. 77. And nickels are easy because there's not too many errors in them. There's a pretty scratched up 2018 D. You see, that was a Denver mint mark. Time it gets to me, there won't be nothing left to it. Or it'll be all worn out. 82. Yeah, I don't see anything in this row of nickels. But hey, you never know. There might be a proof in here. Now 2000, if you flip it straight up and down, it's got a. Okay, let's put them on a cell right. And if you flip it up and down, it could be what do you call it? See, my brain's already dying already. Anyways, it's not an error. Off center type deal. No, what's the word for it? Don't worry about it. But the year 2000 is there was quite a few of them made. They're worth a couple bucks. And I'm gonna go back through later on and look for stupid die chips. See if there's any doubling in some of them. 2016 D. Look, see, I don't get D's. I'm on the East Coast. I'm here in New York. And look, almost every one of them are D's. Denver. So I got a treat here. Oh, there's a 2000 D. Let's straighten it up. Flip it over. And nope. Same deal. Rotated die is what it's called. There's a couple nickels like that, but that's a Philadelphia 2008, 2016 D. So I'm not really looking for errors. I'll go back through. I'll get my book out, and yeah. Damage. Here's a nickel that people will try to say, but yeah, that's not in the right condition you want to keep them at. It's only Lewis and Clark Exposition, 2004 Denver. And like I said, it's cool because I don't get Denver mint marks here. And if I do, like I said, it's not worthwhile keeping. when I get them. But hey, you always got that one shot. 2016D. But Dave, this is a fun hunt. 2017D. And like I said, I don't see anything in this. And then we'll open up one row of pennies and then I'll go through it. 70D. I said there might be a proof in there, who knows? I didn't see any shiny ones. 90D. You know, for the people on the West Coast that don't get the Philadelphias, now there could be an error on this. And I'm going to set that aside anyways, just for a double check. It's going to be double die Monticello and all that. A repunch mint mark. I'm not sure. You're never going to get full steps. For a while there, they made a lot of crappy nickels. And nickels, soft material, so yeah, they don't last, hold up, and change long as far as wearing out. There's an old one looking. Nope, 74B. Nope. You can almost tell, and I was hoping to get silver or buffalo out of this. Not happening. Not happening. That's what I'm looking at here. Yeah, I'll show you the nicest coin I'm looking at, and it's probably a brand new one. Close enough, 2018D. It's in really nice shape. And, hey, and if you want to look for the rotated dies, even though it's not recorded yet, like the 2018, 2019, somebody might have found some. But even so, just flip your coin when you're looking at the back side, like a coin, and see if it's rotated. And it could be worth $5 or $10, depending on the condition, depending on the demand for it, depending on how many there was actual errors made. So that's how easy nickels are to go through. I kept one out for definite verification. The other ones I'm just going to go through and look for the verified dates that have errors in them. Let's say 2017D, and this is the last one. 94D. Alright, Dave. The only thing that is somewhat a keeper, which with 64 they made trillions of them. I just want to see if there's any doubling. I don't see it here. I don't have my scope all the way down, and I'm not going to bother looking at the loop, but probably nothing in the nickels. Alright, now we're going to get to, let me get rid of the band. There we go. Make this as short and sweet as possible. Then I'll leave you for a second and come back with wrap up. But let's go through a row of pennies real quick, which is pretty much the whole video. And then the wrap up might not take long. Who knows? I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna look for errors too while I'm doing it. Alright, everybody's seen my video. We're looking for, let me get rid of the nickels out of the way. There we go. Takes care of that. Alright. 2018D. Like I said, it's nice because I can't get them here. Yeah, if I did. Whatever. 93D. We're looking for a wheat penny, of course. Everybody always looks for the wheat pennies. They're getting far and far away because everybody's doing it. There's a 98D. We're looking for a wide AM. Nope. Pennies pretty much don't have to go back through. Once I go through them, if I see something really good, then I'll put the scope on it get a real close-up image of it. But I usually look for the the valuable ones, but then not the super rare ones, because you could spend days going through pennies trying to find one. 17D. Oh, what the heck that is not worth looking at. 1010D. Shield Sense. Look how crappy that one is. And if that ever made it to the East Coast, which it did, there wouldn't be nothing left to it. Another shield set. A lot of people have been getting 2019 cracks on the bottom of the shield going across. Die cracks are good, but look at that. Look at that garbage. Is that a 2000? Oh, it's a 2009D, but look. I mean, it's a rare, well, it's not rare, but it's lower mintage coin. It's the birthplace of Lincoln, 2009. And I don't hardly ever get Denver mints, and that's just hasn't been, I'm not keeping it. Not worth keeping. It's so corroded with soda or God only knows what. 2018D. There's, you could spend hours and hours looking for errors, but sometimes it's just best just to go for the ones that you know you can make $1 on. I don't sell my coins. I usually give them away. That double die image that you've seen in the little foreplay movie, whatever you want to call it, I found that and I gave that to Cajun Coin Hunter down there in Louisiana. Anyways, that's that was one of my coins that I found. The Indian and the Eagle cent you can only hope for. Kind of like the V-nickel and the well, not so much buffalo, because I throw buffaloes in the change all the time that has no dates, and knowing that they're not worth anything, I'd put it back to the bank, or somebody doesn't have one, I usually give it to them. But no date buffaloes. There's a 99. Fingerprint to hell anyways. And it's a close AM anyway, so it's not even in there. The 98, 99, 2000. We're looking for a variety that's wide AM on the America on the reverse. I had to throw that one away. Looks like mostly zinc coming from California. We get more coppers here than we do zinc per ratio compared to California. So they're getting cleaned out. 83 is worth checking for weight if it's thinking it's a copper. But good luck. Good luck. That's all I can tell you. 14D. So far, no keepers. The only thing that was in there was a 2009, and I'm not keeping it because it was laced with soda. And there's a few collectors out there that collect a lot of stuff. But when it comes to zinc, there's a 92. We're looking for a close AM on that. I mean, look how badly damaged it is. It's going to cry if it is a close AM. The A&M has to be touching. I mean, completely touching. So I didn't see one copper in there. If I did, it was no big deal, because I'm on older coins. I'm going for the BU kind. So we got $1, $2, $3 to go through, and nothing in that row, nothing in the nickel. So far, dud. I'm starting to like the New York rows, coin rows better. I don't save the newer nickels. either I don't have a book that goes up that far, so I don't save them to make a book out of them. And by the time I get them anyways, they're crappy. So I'm going to pause the video or whatever and get back to you with the wrap-up of if I found anything. So far, it's turning, the Coinucopia is turning out to be a dud. Thanks. Okay. Odie's back. You guys didn't wait long, did you? Well, to make a long story short, I looked at the 64 D nickel, and there's no double anything. So I can spend that. We started out bad, and we ended up bad because the last row was no good. You're welcome. But here we go. We got a 1969D. Okay, and it's like the middle row, middle of the rows that were good. Now, if you look here really carefully, you'll see it's a floating roof. Also on to the right, bottom of the building to the right, it's missing the FG. So that's completely a polished die where it becomes a floating roof and no FG, which is the initials of that particular design on the back. So that's a keeper, which I'll probably give away. And look at that, a 69D again. Of course, you know, pretty much the error is on the back, and like I said, there's a lot of them. Floating roof. That roof on top is not attached. And if you look down there, let me get my scope out. Where am I? Well, it's showing the FG on that one. I was going to say I see a little bit of FG there. So as long as the FG is showing, that's a good coin, but the floating roof, because of over polishing, makes it an error, not a variety, an error. At one time they used to be considered a variety, but since there were so many, so I got 2 error coins out of that bunch. And then these pennies were crappy. I mean, for people in the West Coast, they touch the pennies a lot. So you can barely see the L on that one. Who knows why? Could be a grease mark. Look at all the fingerprints on that thing. And it ain't my fingerprints. This whole thing is corroded, but I ended up did finding some copper coins, and I keep the best ones out of the bunch. And then when I go through the 50 coins, I look for the best out of that bunch. And then I get rid of it. So, looking for BU. Look at this crap, man. There's a 76. Alright. 76D. Very nice, but you can see the fingerprints right there. They're handled very well in California. And like I said, it's still a keeper right now, because it's not quite brown, but it's definitely not BU. Here's a 2009D. As I said, I don't get a lot of Denver mints out here, or over here on the East Coast. And that's a 2009D, still in decent shape, except for it's a zinc. And that's the presidential one, where they were building it before he passed away, the White House. And then we got ourselves a professional life. Look Look at the spots right there. Those are from fingerprints. I'm probably not going to keep this one. I mean, it's just totally crap. So I'm not keeping that one just for that reason. There's another one I'm not going to probably keep. It's another 2009D, but I don't get 2009Ds very often. So I should probably hold on to it. Another presidential one. So I probably won't keep that one either. And then we got the log cabin. Zinc. You know, come all the way from the West Coast in the mailer. And by the time it gets to me, no good. Not worth keeping. Look at the front side. All splotchy, all crappy. It's a D. I don't have it. All right. Here's a big one. Everybody looks for Wheaties. I got one. Now I'm gonna say at $5 in coins, or $4.50. So what is that? What date is that? Anybody want to play along? Still in pretty good shape. Yeah, it's a Wheatie. So every $5 I've been looking at, I've been getting at least one wheat. $5 in pennies. It's a 51D. No buy error. No errors. Just a wheat penny. So it's a newer one. It's a baby. Now, I need an 89D. Do I need it that bad to fill my book? No. I'm not keeping this one. But I gave away a bunch of my pennies because I didn't get a lot, you know, helping them somebody out to get their penny collection. And 89D I haven't come across yet. I should probably use it as a filler, but I don't think so. 2012D, look at the splotches everywhere. Somebody must have been slobbering over these coins, I don't know. And I'm not going to keep that one because I know I can get a better date, but I need that one to fill my book. Look, fingerprint. You can see the freaking fingerprint right there. I'm going to go to CS. Oh, wait. Ring of Death. I need the 2002D, but I don't need that freaking bad. Alright. So I'm not keeping that one. 2002D, but look, the rim. It's like somebody took a grinder to it. Or road rash. He's been run over a couple thousand times. The memorial's on fire with black stuff oozing off the top of the roof. Not keeping that one. So that doesn't go in my book. This one's pretty nice. It's an 89D. This one I'm probably going to keep. Hopefully it doesn't show up any fingerprints later on in life. And then this is a 92D I need. And splotchy. Nasty looking. I'm not keeping that one. So, you got one wheat penny. You got, I think I kept one 2009. I'm keeping the 89D for my collection. So, that's 3 pennies. The 2 somewhat AU conditioned coins from copper. So I don't save zinc ever, unless it's 2009 or And then we got the 2 error 1969 Ds, floating roof. One, I'll check the other ones. Let's check it right now just to make sure. Yeah, no FG on that one. So no FG and a floating roof on that one. Double error, and then just a floating roof on this one. So there you have it. Everybody have a great day. And keep hunting. keep checking your pocket change, stuff like that, Oldies out.